Hey everybody, Netic here, and today we're doing something seriously cool. We're going to transform an ordinary, everyday speaker into a fully functional ChatGPT-powered smart assistant. That's right, we're talking about taking a device that just pumps out sound and giving it the ability to understand your commands, answer your questions, and even tell you a joke or two, all thanks to the power of artificial intelligence. Now, you might be thinking, Netic, that sounds insanely complicated, and you know what? You're not wrong. But fear not, my tech-savvy friends, because I'm going to walk you through every single step of this awesome project. By the end, you'll have your very own AI-powered assistant that'll make Alexa and Siri look like toys. So, are you ready to dive into the world of DIY AI and turn that boring old speaker into the smartest device in your house? Let's get this bread. We'll start by gathering all the necessary components, including a Raspberry Pi, a microphone, and some basic wiring. Then we'll move on to the assembly process where I'll show you how to connect everything step by step. After that, we'll dive into the software side of things, setting up the AI and programming it to respond to your voice commands. Finally, we'll test our new smart assistant to make sure everything is working perfectly. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. So grab your tools and let's get started on this incredible journey to give your dumb speaker a brain transplant. Before we can Frankenstein our speaker to life with the power of AI, we need to gather our tools. Don't worry, you won't need a soldering iron or a degree in computer science for this project. Here's what you'll need. A speaker. Any speaker will do, but we recommend something with decent sound quality. This will ensure that our AI assistant's voice is clear and pleasant to listen to. A Raspberry Pi. We'll be using the Raspberry Pi 4 for this build, but you can probably get away with an older model. The Raspberry Pi is a versatile mini computer that will serve as the heart of our AI assistant. A micro SD card, at least 8 gigabytes. This will be the brain of our operation, storing the operating system and all the software we need. Make sure it's a reliable brand to avoid any data corruption issues. A USB microphone. We need a way for our assistant to hear us, right? A good quality microphone will ensure that our commands are picked up accurately. A power supply for the Raspberry Pi. This will keep our mini computer running smoothly without any interruptions. An active internet connection. Our assistant needs to be connected to the internet to access ChatGPT. A stable connection is crucial for seamless performance. A keyboard, mouse, and monitor for the initial setup. These peripherals will help us configure the Raspberry Pi and install the necessary software. Once you've got all your gear assembled, we can move on to the fun part, putting it all together. This is where the magic happens, transforming these individual components into a smart, AI-powered assistant. All right, now that we have all our parts, let's get our hands dirty with some hardware assembly. Don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. First, we need to prepare the Raspberry Pi. Insert the micro SD card into the Pi and connect your keyboard, mouse, and monitor. Connect the Pi to your computer using an Ethernet cable and plug in the power supply. For a detailed Raspberry Pi setup guide, check out our other videos. Next, connect the USB microphone to one of the USB ports on the Raspberry Pi. Finally, connect your speaker to the 3.5mm audio jack of the Raspberry Pi. If your speaker uses a different connection, you might need an adapter. And that's it for the hardware setup. Pretty straightforward, right? Now let's breathe some life into our creation with some software magic. Now, we're going to install the software that will make our speaker smart. This process will transform a simple device into a powerful assistant. First, download the Raspberry Pi Imager from the official Raspberry Pi website. This tool is essential for preparing your micro SD card. Use the Raspberry Pi Imager to flash the Raspberry Pi OS, formerly known as Raspbian, onto your micro SD card. This operating system is the heart of your smart speaker. Once the OS is installed, insert the micro SD card into your Raspberry Pi and boot it up. Watch the startup sequence on your connected monitor. Open a terminal window and update the system by typing the following commands. This ensures your system is up to date and secure. Type sudo apt update and in sudo apt upgrade, Y and press enter. This will fetch and install the latest updates. Next, we need to install some essential packages that will enable various functionalities for our smart assistant. Type in the following commands, pressing enter after each line to ensure they are executed properly. Type sudo apt install python 3 pip y to install Python's package installer. Then use pip3 to install necessary Python packages. Type PIP3, install PyAudio speech recognition, OpenIGT's PlaySound. These packages are crucial for voice recognition and interaction. Now, we need to get our OpenAI API key, which will allow our assistant to communicate with ChatGPT. Head over to the OpenAI website and sign up for an account if you don't already have one. This step is necessary to access their services. Once you're logged in, navigate to the API key generation page and generate a new API key. This key is unique to your account. Copy the API key and keep it safe. We'll need this later to connect our assistant to ChatGPT and enable its smart capabilities. With the software installed and the API key handy, we're getting closer to our goal. Your smart assistant is almost ready to come to life.